Hey guys, it's me, Trish, and I just wanted to take this time to do like a little get ready with me and kind of give you an update and give some people encouragement that need it right now, that are kind of going through something or trying to be like, I don't see anything changing in my life. And I kind of just want to do that because I just feel like it's so easy to go your day to day and you're like, nothing's changing. I do the same thing every day. In reality, every day is a little bit different. Even if you feel like you're doing the same thing, somehow when you look back a year from now and even 2 years from now, so much has changed, even though every day feels like it's the same. I wake up, go to work, take care of my kids, go to bed, do the same thing. But then you look back and you're like, wow, my life has changed so much. So, with that being said, I just want to give you encouragement, and I'm going to talk about how my life has changed so much in the last 2 years that I never thought it would be. And like, it's crazy how amazing God works, because I would have been stuck in that situation for a lot longer. I would have been still there in that situation if it wasn't for God to make me uncomfortable and force me out of it. So I kind of just wanted to give an update, and I guess I have a lot of new followers on here, so I kind of want to give a little bit of a background and then do that for you guys. Okay, so let's do it. So God reminded me today on my Facebook memories that this day 2 years ago, I decided that I was going to, actually I didn't even really decide. I had no other choice but to pack up my car with my freshly new 2-year-old and my 3-year-old German Shepherd. I literally just packed what I could grab, and mostly I packed everything for my daughter. And people will tell you like I came here with like no clothes for myself. So I packed up and I drove 12 hours back home to Colorado from Texas. And I've been putting that drive off for so long. I threatened it multiple times just because I was like, I'm tired of my situation, blah, blah. But it took God making me lose multiple jobs, which I've never lost jobs. I had to lose jobs. I had to lose a family out there. I had to lose electricity because I couldn't pay the bill, for me to be forced out of Texas and come back home to Colorado. Like, anyone you know that knows me, I probably would have been out there fighting for my family, fighting for us to be together, even though the whole circumstances was like, get out of Texas. Like, you don't need to be there anymore at all. Let me just give you a quick little backstory why I was even in Texas. So I fell in love with my baby's father. He lived in Texas. We were long distance for a long time, and long distance wasn't working for us. So I moved to Texas. After 3 months of being there, I ended up getting pregnant with our daughter, and everything went crazy once the pandemic hit. Like, he lost his job, we were short on money, and it just like everything was against us, it felt like, and then like when things started getting good, that's when he decided to leave our family, and now he has a new family. So anyway, I was out there for a year longer than I should. Like, after he decided to leave, I should have just went back home, but I was still trying to fight for our family. But anyway, so it took God making me lose jobs and losing electricity, because I didn't have electricity. It like got shut off, and I'm like, I can't be here without electricity. I have a 2-year-old, I have a dog, it's hot in Texas. It was like the start of April, it's still hot in there. Like, I have nowhere to be. I remember calling my baby's father, he was not answering, and I called my brother, and I was like, I have no other choice. Like, I have to pack up and leave. And that's what I did. I just packed up everything that my daughter would need. I packed up the dog, and I just started driving. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm trying. I had no idea what I was doing, but I knew I couldn't stay there. And again, like, it took all that to really force me to go back to Colorado, because like I said, I had no plans on coming back to Colorado. I was going to ride or die, try to figure out how to get my family back together. Like, that, I was determined, So anyway, this day 2 years ago, I got back into Colorado, and it was not easy. Me and my daughter were house hopping. We stayed with my grandma, and I was very thankful that she's opened her doors to us, but just me and her living together, we're just not those people that can live with each other. So then I had a great friend that opened her door to us, and I stayed with her for a few months, and I loved that I was able to stay with her, but you know, living with people in their house, it just sometimes makes it hard. And then also I hate accepting help, I guess. I'm just like really not good at it, accepting help from others. So I decided to reach out to my other grandma, and then we moved into hers. So we were kind of house hopping the first few months. I'd say the first like 4 to 6 months we were house hopping over here in Colorado, because then again I had no job and I was looking for work. I had nowhere to stay. I was not ready to get a place because with me and my baby's father, we racked up so much debt that it was just hard for me to get accepted anywhere. And yeah, so my grandma opened her door. We ended up living with her for about a year, but that was just, it was a lot of family healing, a lot of family trauma, and like me healing from my relationship and accepting that I'm a single mom and my family is not getting back together. Like it was a very ugly time, I could say the least. During that time, I also decided I'm not going to be a dental assistant. I'm not going to work in the mortgage field or the financial field. I am doing a 180, and I decided I'm going to become a 911 dispatcher. So, talk about getting really out of my comfort zone. That was way out of my comfort zone. So I started that, which the whole thing is like going back to school. It was a lot of studying, and all that. So that was a whole journey in itself. Very terrifying, very hard to study and like take care of a 2-year-old turning 3 and all that stuff. Like it was a very hard year, and then paying off debt and all that stuff. Like that year was very, very hard. But then I ended up graduating. I got on the floor. I'm kind of speeding fast just a little bit to give you guys like kind of whatever. After I graduated, I was on the floor working for like 6 months, and then this is right before, so my daughters are already 3 by that time because it was a year. By my daughter's 4th birthday, I ended up signing my lease and I got my apartment, which was really exciting. That was all God too, because the guy that literally leased this out to me didn't check my credit report, didn't do any of that stuff, because with my ex, I have a lot of bad credit stuff on my credit. So I just prayed to God and I was like, if this is for me, it's going to work out. And it worked out. And I was like, this is meant for me, and I'm trusting it. So between changing careers, you know, trying to build my social media up, going through the healing process, crying, screaming, being ugly, doing this all by myself, like, it's just amazing of what it took God to make me so uncomfortable to get me where I'm at today. And then looking back on how much has changed in the last 2 years. Like, I've changed homes. I've changed multiple homes. You know, I changed careers. I've grown a social media platform. I have my own new house now. I am able to fix my credit. Like, I've paid off so much debt. I still have a lot to do, but I paid off so much debt. And like, the message is really just like, even though your day-to-day feels the same, if you just take that second and look back, even in the last year, and see how much has changed and how much is different, and like, God is really working. Like, he can do so much within your life if you just accept and don't fight it. And I'm just really thankful that I listened. And like I said, like, I wouldn't have left that situation. It took so much for me to get out of that situation, and so much uncomfort to get me where I'm at today. And I can honestly say I'm thankful for it today. Some days it does suck because I really did wish my family would work out, but it worked out, you know? And if anything, I just want to encourage you, like I said, I came here with basically nothing, and God has provided so much more for me the past 2 years. Like, I obviously have clothes now for myself. I have a house, all this stuff. Like, it's just amazing. Like, even when you're stressed out, you don't know what's going to happen. Like, a good reminder that you are always going to be provided for no matter what. And just keep trusting and keep praying, and God will provide. And that is all I had to say, guys. I love you, and I'll see you guys next time.